Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good day in the market. Market was up today, 500 and something points, so we had a pretty good day. Pretty green across the board on a lot of things. Did make a couple purchases today on some stocks. We're going to talk about those here in just a minute when we look at the portfolio. I've already added them to the portfolio, so we'll take a look at those. The title of the video tonight's Up and Away, and it's not so much talking about the market as much as it is about these two stocks that I purchased today. Not that they were up, okay, but that's a little hint about those two stocks. We'll take a look at those, and we'll take a look at the ones that's in our portfolio that we've had, and talk about what happened with those today. Also look at the futures tonight, see what's going on in the futures as well as with oil, and kind of get our game plan and strategy together for tomorrow, and talk about what we might do when the market opens tomorrow. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over to our portfolio and see if we can do that. So here's our portfolio, and you'll see we've got two new ones added here, and DAL is Delta, and LUV is Southwest Airlines. Okay, so that's the up and away. Those are two airplane stocks, airlines that we bought today. Of course, take a look at the charts on Delta. Let's give it a 6-month chart here. You can see these things have not recovered at all from the drop, and so I thought it'd be a good idea to go ahead and get some of these airlines. Earnings date on this one's in July, so the CEO was on the CNBC today, so I kind of like what he said. They're kind of watching the cash right now. That's their main focus, pretty much for the rest of the year, he says. But I don't have any doubt these airlines are going to be back as soon as everything gets back to semi-normal. So I'm not too worried about either one of these I purchased today. And of course, we didn't go in whole hog or anything on them. We just picked up a few shares of each to add to the portfolio, give the portfolio a little bit of flavor, a couple of new stocks that we can trade. Now, if these go up 5 or 6%, I won't have them long. But and LUV, Southwest Airlines, take a look at the 6-month chart on that one. You can see it's pretty beat up as well. This is one that I've never owned, but there's times that I did want to own it, but it was always too high. And if you've ever flown Southwest, I really enjoy flying Southwest. So I kind of like that company. So let's see, earnings dates coming up April 28th. They're probably not going to have very good earnings, but I think all that's probably baked into the price, surely. So I'm not too concerned about having it close to earnings. Hopefully it's not going to be a big deal. All right, and maybe they can give a little peace and comfort and make it actually go up instead of staying beat up like it is. But so anyway, today's, again, the market was up about 500 points. DIA 1.94%, SPY up 2%. We don't have either one of those. We still holding the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up a little bit today, 3% or so. QQQ, another 3% on that one today. That one's been doing pretty good here lately. Even on those down days that we recently had, it wasn't doing terrible on those down days. It did have a little down day here, but it's been doing halfway decent. So I kind of like that one. Still holding it. Very close to even on a lot of these. And so they could get sold in a day if they have a real good day. BTI, same way, very close to even. And a good day, we could probably get rid of it as well. All right. So let's see here. We got, after that, we got U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel down 2.6%. Now, I did add to that in my cash account. I added a little bit more cost averaging on that. I also added a little bit of that Delta into my cash account as well. Novavax. Novavax was down today. It was doing really good pre-market. Opened up pretty strong. Opened up at let's see, what was the open on this, 22.98. So it was opening up pretty strong and took a pretty good little fall there. Did recover somewhat, and then we see here I'm in at 21.60. So even after hours, I'm up a little bit, but that's still pretty solid for the day. Almost average volume, but we're back below the volume there. So it looks like the big boys have exited for now. Maybe we'll get some news of some sort to get that some folks excited about that one tomorrow. But who knows? I'm not expecting any just tomorrow. We do expect some news down the road about approval for the NanoFlu drug. The tests were fine. The P3 test went fine, and so expecting that approval from the FDA. That would definitely probably make it pop. Anything to do with that coronavirus will make it pop as far as their vaccine, and any kind of news about funding for that vaccine probably would make it pop as well. So be looking for those things. So we're gonna keep our eye out for that one. May buy a little bit more of that if it goes down any more. But it's kind of holding steady right now. Let me get back to our portfolio here. So, all right. So Novavax was hanging in there today. MPC, even with oil as bad as it's been, MPC had a good day today, 4% up. So we like to see that one go up. We cost averaged on it this week earlier. EXAS, a down day today. That after that strange after hours yesterday, where it shot up to 80, almost 79.99, and then it fell down in the after hours. But it didn't have too terrible of a day. It fell down a little bit to start out with and was pretty steady most of the day. Cliff flat for the day, and ACB is still struggling there. We're waiting for that reverse split to happen on that one. And it should, I'm not sure of the date on that, but it's a 12-to-1 reverse split that's in the future there. So that's what we'll be waiting on there. Reverse splits, again, we've talked about that before. They're not usually a good thing, but if it's to keep you from getting delisted, and a lot of times they have these shelf offerings sometimes too, and I think that's what ACB is doing as well. To get cash on board. So sometimes you can survive those. I mean, Novavax went through one 20-to-1 reverse split. So look where it's at now. So it's possible to come out of that, but it's not usually good news. But we'll watch it. I'm not going to get any more of that. We don't have a whole lot of it. I was just trading it and got caught in the trade with the fall of the market. So we will cost average that possibly if things settle down once it does the reverse split. Okay. All right. So far as tomorrow, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on into in the after hours and take a look at that now. So let's see here. The futures now pretty flat. You're just talking about, pretty flat across the board here. I was checking it earlier. It was, all of them were green, but just barely. So I guess it's just doesn't know what to do right now. We did have this, the Senate passed the additional funding last night, and now, of course, we're waiting on the House to do whatever they're going to do. And then if they pass it, then Trump will be able to sign that. And so I think the fact that Trump and company are just throwing money at this thing is keeping this market from having that pullback that I was expecting. We did get a couple of days there, but then we turn around today and have a good day. So I'm not sure what this thing's going to pull back anymore or not. It might have a couple of bad days, but I'm not thinking anymore that it might have that day because they just keep throwing money at it every time it has any kind of problem. So they're supporting it, that's for sure. Let's take a look at this oil. Oil is trying to make a comeback here. We got Brent at 20. Oil is at 14.20. So it's in the green. That's a good sign. That has been what has bring the market down. It says here oil jumps 19%, clawing back some of the recent losses. So that's good to see. Hopefully that'll settle down a little bit. But we'll have to watch it. We'll have to get something going in this economy for this to crank back up. But good to see a little green there. Nothing wrong with that. So tomorrow, when we look to see what's going on, going to be watching that Novavax early morning. I like to take a look at that pre-market because it usually gets pumped up pretty good in pre-market, opens up decent, and then it falls off. So, but as long as it can climb its way back close to that point where I'm in at, I'm comfortable with that. Could possibly add some more if it drops too far. I may jump on some more if it does that. Just trying to build a little position again. Other than that, going to be watching those 4 or 5 that we've got right now that are, they're sitting even or a little bit in the green. So wouldn't take much of a day, a 4 or 5% jump on one of those, and we might cash out on them, get that cash on the sideline. But not in not in a hurry to do anything. We're sitting good. We're doing good for the year, even after this big drop. So feel pretty comfortable right now. Got a good bit of cash still. Did put a little bit of it to work today, and that's the game plan. To put some of that cash to work. I don't like sitting there with 30% for long. I like to trade with that. In and out's the best way to do it. That's what I want to do, is try to get in and out of some of these trades. Those airlines would be a nice one to get in and out of, and play those as they fight their way back up. And it's going to be a while on that, but I have no doubt that it's probably going to be heading up before it's heading too much further down. All right, so hope you have a good day tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll try to jump on here late tomorrow night and talk about the market, see what happened during the day, talk about any trades we make. But be careful. It's going to be a market that goes up and down. We've seen that. We've had 500 down, 600 down, and then 500 up. So that's a good opportunity to trade right there. So look for opportunities and try to get you some trades in there and pocket some money. That's what I'm going to try to do. I need to try to do that tomorrow. All right. Well, have a great day. Appreciate you watching the videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and tell your friends about the channel. And have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks. Bye. To subscribe, click the button in the right-hand corner. Thank you.